So the default settings need to be configured in Startup. In the Configure Services method, if you want to change your options for passwords, you need to do it there. And so that little chunk of code will end up going below AdRaiser pages. And these are all of the different options for passwords. So you can see it is going to require a digit that's turned on. It requires lowercase, requires a non-alpha, requires an uppercase. We are going to end up changing the length to 10. The default length is 8. And it does require a unique character. So you can turn these on and off. You can change the length, okay, just by inserting this code. Another configuration that you're definitely going to want to make is to allow the users to manage their own accounts. When we add individual user accounts, we are not getting all of the classes and views that are part of identity. So we're going to want to add them. And to add, we actually have to right-click on our solution, choose to add a new scaffolded item, and then we have to pick identity. And then we end up in this add identity dialog. We can pick our existing layout page because it's not going to change it. And then if we turn on the check mark, we will get all of these views, and these views come with classes. Then the identity system is using the DB application DB context. So we do want to pick that context class. And once we click add, it uses scaffolding to generate everything for us. And where it puts it is up in the areas section. Okay, and you can see how much it creates. So then once we have all that, when we run the app, we can actually click where it says hello and it's got your username. You can click on that and manage your account. So it's kind of nifty and it works really well. So that is what we are going to be doing in HandsOn2. So I'm going to open my app here. I'm going to go back over to the Solution Explorer. Close out of my users. And I'm going to right click up here. And I'm going to choose, let's see, add. And it's really important that you pick new scaffolded item, because that's where you're going to find identity. And you want to pick it here and click on add. And then you should see the dialog box I was referring to. Got to give it a minute. And the first thing we're going to do is click on the ellipsis here, expand out views, choose shared, which is where our layout view is, and we're going to pick layout. And then we are going to check override all files. That will select everything. And for our context class, we are going to pick application DB context and click on add. And now it is doing a lot of scaffolding, and it is adding files to the areas folder. And it does take a minute because it is adding a lot. All right, I believe it's done. If you expand out areas and identity, pages, and account. Now you can see there's quite a few under account and even more under manage. So I'm going to go ahead and run a build just to make sure I don't have any issues. And then I am going to configure my password. So I'm going to change some of those password options in startup. And I'm going to add this code right below add Razor pages. And I'm going to copy and paste here. Oops, wrong app. That's what I get for having multiple things running. There it is. And let me paste. Make sure that looks right. Required length is 10. That is what we want. Let me run another build. And now I'm going to run the app. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to click here on hello. I'm logged in as Scooby-Doo. This is part of the management, account management that we added. Okay, so you can see that we can add our phone number. Okay, we can change our email. We can change the password, which is what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to keep that in wrong. All right, so it says your password has been changed. So the new rules for your password is it has to be at least 10 long. And you need an uppercase letter and lowercase. You need at least a number and a special character. Okay. This also lets you add two-factor authentication. And you can delete your account under personal data. That is how you remove an account. Okay, so it's got quite a few settings that allow you to manage your own account, which is kind of nice. Okay, and then once you finish changing your password, you can go ahead and exit out of the app.